And good evening and welcome to After the Game on this Tuesday night. I am King of the North and I am flying solo tonight. Chrissy had a bit of an appointment at the last minute and had to pull out. So you are stuck with me by myself tonight. So there we go. Welcome to everybody who is watching along and also in the chat. No Chrissy, Jamar, no. G'day Lux, g'day Toby, g'day Ree, g'day Poison, g'day everybody in the chat. Gabriel is in there as well. G'day, how you doing? And let me just scroll all the way back. And Ree, thank you for the super sticker as well. Thank you for that. I just spotted that. So thank you very much for that. And hope you guys have all been well on this Tuesday night. The time just flies around. Riley is in the chat, our Sandful king. There we go. He's giving himself a. There's plenty of kings in this chat these days. There's the pickleball king. There's the Sandful king. There's the king of the north, and there's the likes queen. So there we go. We've got a bit of a theme going on now. So that's good to see. But welcome to the show, and. I hope you've all had a good weekend and a good start to the week. And we will get through the weekend that was. And we are the kings, men, and the queens. There we go. That's exactly right. There's a T-shirt coming out just like that, Jamar. So I'm going to make a T-shirt with that one on and put it in the merch shop. So should be a bit of fun with that. And it's been the time flies around. 11 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. If you're watching along or in the chat, make sure you smash that like button as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome to HFD Footy. And if you feel so inclined, give us a subscribe as well. So that would be most helpful. Helps to push the channel out there to the world. And we do get out around the world these days. So it's good. Let's have a look at the XP ladder. We've got the XP ladder for the best chatters on the stream, and it is Ree on top, number one's position with 250 XP points, and Jamar is in second, Gabriel is in third, Toby's in fourth, and Poison is in fifth, and King of the North made it into sixth spot. So there we go. And Billy 7, Sammy in 8. So there we go. So good on you, Ree, for having number one position. And there we go. Good luck, Hawks, Thursday night. It's going to be a very interesting one. They've got to win. Otherwise, I think their season could be over. But there we go. 13 likes as well. Thank you very much for that. Let's get stuck into it. And I've been doing some work on the other show as well. And Ree did mention that she noticed the new thumbnail for the new show, The Round Table. So I've done a little bit of work on that, and been doing some other little things, and we'll have a few things going on tomorrow night as well. So there we go. Pies having a stinker few weeks. They are, Gabriel. That's right, exactly. I thought Carlton stopped Freo Docker's winning streak. They almost did, Poison. And what do you reckon, Lux? Are they going to come back against the Hawks and get back on track? Or are they going to be struggling? That is the big question on Thursday night. But let's have a look at last weekend. And we will go and do this. Let's flip over. Got a bit of... It's a bit ghosty in the back there. Hang on, let me just turn one more light on. Might be able to fix that. There we go. Just need a bit of extra light. I've got a proper light coming to take care of all this ghosty stuff. But let's have a look at last weekend. We'll start on Thursday night. It was the Bulldogs versus the GWS Giants, and the Bulldogs put on quite a performance, and it was good to see. and it was 19-18, 132 to flogged the Giants 6-8-44. The Western Bulldogs won by 88 points. It was a bit of a blowout. Wrong week. Wrong week. Wrong week. Hang on. Just North Melbourne to the Dogs. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Where are we? Hang on. Yes, good pick up there. Let me just go and grab. Oh, good call, guys. Good call. Let me just go and pop this up. Where are we? 17. What are we doing over there? All right, let's go there. Jeez, I should have checked that before I got going, shouldn't I? So let's just pop that down there. Hang on, we'll make it a bit smaller as well. There we go. There we go. That looks a bit better. There we go. I've just put everybody off. Making me do work, Gabriel. I know you're making me accountable for my actions. So that's all good. All right, we've got the right score up. We've got the right round up, so that's all good. And we're back on track. And it was a flogging to the Bulldogs. They just played some sensational football, and the Giants just didn't handle Marvel at all, and didn't handle the Bulldogs at all. Some of the highlights really were Darcy kicking 5 goals 3, Norton kicking 5 goals 2, and McNeil kicking 3 goals 2 as well. Leading disposal getters as well. It was Ash with 36 disposals, but Bontempelli and Liberatore just had absolute blinders. Kennedy had a good game as well. So it was, good job to the Doggies last week. Their percentage boost, I think they're going to be the ones that manage to sneak into the 8. If someone stumbles, I think that it was a shit game. It was I don't mind watching the Bulldogs score a lot of points. I quite enjoy watching the Bulldogs play and put on a score. But yeah, we wanted a game. We wanted a good game to watch, and we definitely didn't get it. So yeah, but there we go. That was Thursday night. And what do you reckon? Do the Doggies get into the 8, or do they miss out? Their percentage is super high. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there, and we'll watch and see what happens this week. This week could decide a few things. Let's have a look at game number 2. So Friday night, it was at Adelaide Oval, and the Hawks travelled over to Adelaide to play the Adelaide Crows, and it ended up being a really good game. But in the end, the Crows were too dominant, and our Crows supporters who are regularly in the chat, Dan was at the game, Johnsy was at the game, who else was at the game? There was a few other people at the game as well. And there we go. Let's go Crom from Braden. G'day, Braden. Welcome in as well. That game should have been... Hang on, let me just scroll back for a second. That game should be a skip last week. Should be a skip last week. There we go. Let's go Crom. Dogs versus GWS. Freo Docker's safe now. I still don't know, Poison. We'll have to have a look. We'll have a look when we have a look at the ladder and see how they're travelling. But yeah, Guinea sticking the finger up was funny. Also, when he put his finger behind his ear and pointed to the crowd, I don't know whether you noticed it, but his own players were quite upset with him for doing it and pretty pissed off with what he did. And it just spurred on the Crows even more. So, it was partly his fault for their demise, I would think. So, yeah, Cats making top 4. Swans will give us a shake for sure. Still don't trust the SCG Swans. There we go. The Suns are safe. I believe the Suns are safe. They have a extra game in hand to play Essendon in the last round. So I do believe they're safe. They could get in the top 4, the Suns. You just never know. But There we go. My Hawks didn't come up to speed, but they're going to have to do it against the Pies, that's for sure. But puts the Crows in number one position, and deservedly so. They've been playing some great footy. They've got some great players all over the ground. The next blowout that we witnessed was the Melbourne versus West Coast game. Melbourne played at Marvel Stadium, and what's that one? He said you're embarrassing to the news reporter. Oh, did he really? There we go. There's some good ads on YouTube. Far out, Rolly, getting the ads again. What about the Suns will make the finals as well? Yeah, I think so too, Poison. Melbourne defeated West Coast. It was 21-13, 139 to 8-8, 56. Melbourne wins by 83 points. It was another flogging. And yeah, it's there's some absolute real blowouts, and has been all season really, but just seems to be getting worse. And this weekend's not looking much better, to be honest. And Guinea can be a flog, not gonna lie. See, Gabriel, I know what NGL stands for, so there we go. Not gonna lie, you've taught me well. So yeah, another blowout to Melbourne. Good to see Melbourne's getting a bit of form back. They just seem to kick it to Gorney all game, and I don't know what was going through their heads. And yeah, every time that they kicked the ball, they kicked it to the tallest player in the opposition. And we're gonna teach you, King, every slang. Good on you, Lux. Yeah, beauty. That'll be good. Simon Goodwin. Yeah, Simon Goodwin got sacked. He did. And we've got a few other announcements as well to let you know about there as well. So just we'll remember that one. Salem was got 30 disposals, and the goal kickers were Frisk with 4, Petty with 3 goals 2, and Langford with 3 goals. Were the highlights. Van Ruin was 2 goals 1. So there we go. That was that blowout. But let's have a look at what happened next. And it was another blowout. So yeah, the Suns continued to increase their yeah, Boki retired. Yeah, just keep that in your just remind the King about that one at the end. We'll talk about that before we do the ladder. So let me just jot this down quickly. Simon Goodwin, Boki, and also Callum Ward. Callum Ward retired as well this week. So yeah, we'll talk about that on tomorrow night's show, but we'll give it a mention after we go through here. The Suns were too good for Richmond. They played at People First Stadium, so it was the Suns' home ground. And it was 16-11, 107 to 211, 23. 2 goals in a whole game. So Gold Coast Suns won by 84 points and flogged the Richmond Tigers. Not much you can really say there. The Suns make it a fortress. King kicked 4 goals. Humphrey kicked 3 goals. Reed kicked 2 goals too. Leading disposal getters were Anderson with 38 disposals, Noble with 30, Rowell with 27, and Jeffrey with 26. So they've absolutely dominated. And yeah, we really want to see games that are they give us some entertainment. And when you're seeing blowouts like that, it's not much fun at all. So yeah, the next game was probably the closest game of the round, and surprise, what is the live stream view count? What is the view count? What do you mean, Riley? What is the live stream view count? So there we go. So yeah, the next game, Sydney Swans versus Essendon at the SCG. We would have thought that Sydney would have given it to Essendon, but no, Essendon came to play, and they took it to Sydney, and Sydney ended up winning by 14 points in the end. It was 9-14, 68 to 7-12, 54. Sydney Swans win by 14 points. The leading disposal getter, Grundy, almost got 40 disposals, got 39 disposals. Goulden got 30. Blakely got 28. Heaney got 28. McInerney got 27. And Warner got 26. McGrath for Essendon got 26 as well. Rampy got 25. The goal kickers, Campbell, McInerney, Rowbottom, and Buller were your top goal kickers. But yeah, a bit of a scare for Sydney, and good on Essendon for having a go. And they took it to Sydney in the at the SCG. Where is Chris C tonight? Chris C is busy doing some other work, so he had to let me do the show by myself. So yeah, hope that's okay. Poison, 13 likes as well. Thank you, Ree, for counting the likes. And there we go. Let me just go back and see the comment. Good job, Ree Lester. Yep, good job for sure. Stirred in the Samful have won 15 straight games this season. There we go. Thanks, Riley, for the update of that one. And there we go. Christian is in the chat as well. G'day. King Do It Solo. What a legend. There we go. Just got to keep on keeping on, Gabriel. So there we go. But yeah, good on Essendon for putting up a good fight against Sydney. And there we go. We did a watch along for the next game, and we've got our two big supporters in the chat as well, Lux and Jamar. So it was the Collingwood versus Brisbane at the MCG. It was a good game of footy, and the Lions came to play. The Premiership Lions did come to play. Don't show you that. Sorry about that, Lux. Sucked in pies. There we go. Did you do the Lions and Pies? I did do the Lions and Pies, Jamar. Yep, I did. And in the end, it was the Lions getting the win over Collingwood, 14-8, 92 to 10-5, 65. But it was a 27-point win to Brisbane in the end, but it wasn't anywhere near that during the game. It was a really good, hard-fought game. Both teams turned up to play, but the Premiership Lions are coming into form at the right end of the season, and they got the win over Collingwood. So Collingwood have to take on the Hawks this week. So it will be a very interesting game on Thursday night. Outstanding performance by Morris. He kicked 6 goals against the back line of Collingwood, which is outstanding work. Smith kicked 3. Rayner kicked 2 goals too, and Rayner was tough. Rayner had a really good time. Sidebottom was outstanding as usual with 2 goals and 21 disposals. Bailey got 2 goals as well, and Membry was good as well. But they were kept to oh, excuse me. They were kept to they were well tagged. Dacos was only got 29 disposals. He's usually up in the 30s. And Neil had 36 disposals. McCluggage with 34 disposals. Dunkley with 31 disposals. Ashcroft had a really good game as well with 30 disposals as well. And Josh Dacos with 29. Nick Dacos with 29 as well. But outstanding by the Lions. No Neil for 3 weeks for the Lions with an injury. Oh, that's no good. He's had a blinder, 36 disposals. So there we go. Are you going for Brayshaw or for the Brownlow? There we go. That's a good question. Good job, Lester. So there we go. So yeah, congratulations to the Lions, and they keep their hopes alive of staying in around the top 4 as well. The next game, let's have a look, and it was St Kilda versus North Melbourne, and it was at Marvel Stadium. Both these teams home ground, so there was no advantage for a home side. St Kilda got the chocolates, and it was 11-12-78 to 10-9-69, the Kings' favourite number. St Kilda wins by 9 points, and look, North Melbourne pretty much led a fair bit of this game, and St Kilda got them in the end. So they just can't seem to finish off North, and St Kilda managed to fight out the win and got the win up. But they had every chance of getting the win there, North Melbourne, but they just couldn't do it. Learn Bottle, welcome into the chat. Good to have you. Good to see you. We made boof noodles with hot pot today at Eurola. There we go. Wanganeen Millera for St Kilda, 36 disposals. McKercher with 36 disposals. Sheasel with 33 disposals. Daniel with 32 disposals. Sinclair with 29. Clark with 25. And Marshall with 25. The goal kickers, Larkey with 3 goals. Zerha with 2 goals, 3. Then it was for St Kilda, Heath with 2 goals, 2. Higgins with 2 goals. Boxall with 1 goal, 1. And Bryans with 1 goal, 1 as well. The only problem out of that game was Curtis, who got a week for the hit on the St Kilda player, so off the ball, and he got a week suspension for that. So yeah, he'll be missing next week, which isn't good for anybody in North Melbourne, that's for sure. Adelaide won't make the 2025 AFL Grand Final. What, are you sure about that, Riley? Good job, Lester. There we go. And what's a bit harsh, Gabriel, that they won't make the 2025 Grand Final? The 1 week was pretty harsh as well, I think, if that's what you're meaning. Yeah, I think it was. There should have been a fine. They mentioned that if it was a Cats player or a Collingwood player, they would have got a fine. But because it was North Melbourne, they got suspended. So there we go. The next game, and hopefully St Kilda can finish off the year nicely. The next flogging that we had was at the Cattery. It was down at Geelong, and Geelong played Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide played okay in the first couple of quarters and took it to them, but then the floodgates opened, and it was a Cameron-a-thon again, and it was 23-15, 153 to Port Adelaide 9-11-65. Geelong won at the Cattery by 88 points, and it was a big, the hit on Curtis, yeah, 100%. I hate Josh Carr. There we go. Jack Martin is a bloody gun. There we go. So big win to the Cats. They put Port Adelaide to the sword, but they didn't. They kept on trying. They tried. So Cameron with 6 goals, 1. Martin with 4 goals, 1. That's who you're talking about. Jack Martin with 4 goals, 1. Yeah, 4 goals. Yordiadis with 2 goals, 3 goals, 2. Neil with 3 goals, 1. Stenger with 2 goals, 3. And Ollie Lord with 2 goals, 1. So yeah, Cameron again getting closer to getting that 100 goals. Holmes again had a blinder. 2 goals, 35 disposals, 25 kicks, 10 handballs, 7 marks. He's an absolute gun, Holmes. Ollie Wine's got 32 disposals. Myers got 30. Smith got 30. Manor got 26. And Bowes got 24. Bailey Smith got 30 disposals, 18 kicks, 12 handballs. Let's see how many kilometres he went. Has it got his Ks up there? No, it doesn't. Let's see. Where's his kilometres? They normally have the kilometres up there, but it doesn't have it up there. But that's all right. So, yeah, just a big win, big percentage boost for Geelong as well. And yeah, crazy. Who is taking over? I wonder whether someone from Port Adelaide might come to Melbourne. You never know. You never know. Poor Port. Braden, yes, poor Port. You feel sorry for him, eh? Give a Melbourne fan a job. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. All right, let's have a look at the next game. And here we go. It wasn't bad. This wasn't bad. The last game of the round, it was Fremantle Dockers versus Carlton. And surprising that Carlton turned up to play. Did you see my message? Hang on, Gabriel. What are we going back? Let's go back and see Gabriel's message. Hang on a sec. Where is it? Let's just find Gabriel's message. The hit from Curtis. Yeah, I've seen that message. Jack Martin's a gun. Yep, I've seen that one. He kicked 4 goals in 5 minutes after being subbed on. Oh, that's right. He did too. Yes. There we go. Good pickup there, Gabriel. And yeah, 4 goals in 5 minutes. And it was some sort of record. So well, good on him. So there we go. Started ridiculous. Yeah, they did start ridiculous. Yep. Port are having a power outage at the moment, but I feel very sorry for the Port Adelaide power. There we go. Good on you, Riley. And yeah, Chris C is having trouble watching football at the moment because of the way his team's going. But there we go. Yeah, let's talk about that start, eh? They kicked 5 goals in a row, Carlton, and they led. Let's have a look. Let me see whether I can bring up where's the summary? Here we go. It was 5 goals, 30 to 2 goals, 14 at quarter time. So Carlton came out strong. They kicked. Then it was 8-1 to 4-1 in the second quarter. Third quarter 9-4 to 8-3. So they led for 3 quarters, and they only got run down in the last quarter. So, but the effort and the pressure and the backing up each other and all that sort of stuff, that was really good from Carlton. They played really well. Their fans should be happy with the way that they played, and it was a pretty good game. But the Dockers and the crowd got the Dockers home in the end. G'day Zakal, welcome into the chat. Good to have you in. Everyone should get behind the Power. They are having one of the worst seasons ever. They are, and there's a few teams having the worst seasons ever as well. I hope my birthday present is a 15+ goal performance from Jezza. There we go. Let's have a look at the disposals first. Cripps, 36 disposals, 18 kicks, 18 handballs, and 3 marks. He had an absolute blinder. Hewitt also had a blinder as well. 36 disposals, 21 kicks, 15 hit-outs. Clark for Fremantle. Is it Jack Clark for Fremantle? You'll let me know, Poison. 30 disposals, 21 kicks. And Jackson also had 27 disposals. Brayshaw had 23. The goal kickers, Amos with 3 goals, Tracy with 3 goals, and Voss with 3 goals really dominated for Fremantle. And Evans kicked 2 goals, 1, and then it was all Freo again. Durden was okay. and Harry Mackay only kicked 1 goal, 1. So yeah, good win to Fremantle. The new Zinger kebab is out today at KFC. Is it really? There we go. There we go. So yeah, there we go. That is your round of round 21 all wrapped up. I can't believe tomorrow night, King, because I will be celebrating. So Gabriel, you're telling me it's your birthday tomorrow. So have I got your? We were putting birthdays in. So tomorrow's the birthday. The 6th of August is your birthday. Is that correct? There we go. Let's put it in. Let's put it in the HFD Footy birthday calendar under Gabriel. There we go. Every 6th. And we'll put a bit of a cake on there and a goal, some goals kicking. So there we go. And we'll go there as well. And we'll save. And there we go. It's all locked in. So yeah, happy birthday for tomorrow, buddy. That's really good. And yeah, that was the round in review and all the fallout. Let's talk about, and we're going to do these three in a bit more detail tomorrow night. But Simon Goodwin was shown the door from Melbourne this week, and he will be moving on from the Melbourne coaching job. Travis Boak retired after all those many years of service. I think it was 370, 380 games that he played. Oh, you're welcome, Gabriel. So my birthday is next year, so I'm turning 18 next year. There we go. Yeah, so Boakey, amazing career at Port Adelaide, and one of the greats of Port Adelaide will go down in history. So congratulations to him on his retirement. And Callum Ward had to retire, unfortunately, due to the knee injury. He's announced his retirement this week, and he will hang up the gloves as well. So we'll do a little bit more tomorrow night with that. No, he's broken the record for most games at Port. 396. There we go. 396 games. There we go. All right. Let me just put that detail down, and we'll do a bit of a look at it tomorrow night as well. So thank you for that, Riley, for that information. And since Simon Goodwin got sacked, who is taking over? Geez, there's a spare coaching job just popped up that Josh Carr's taken over. So someone might be free and might want to come to Melbourne and coach Melbourne. So you never know. Melbourne have sacked 2021 Premiership winning coach Simon Goodwin. The club confirmed today in the morning they did, Zakal. Yeah. How you doing, Zakal? Good to have you in the chat. I swear GT is going to come out of nowhere. He normally does come out of nowhere. He's just sitting there in the background, sometimes just waiting to pounce. So hopefully we will see GT23 tonight or tomorrow night. Would be good. And there we go. GT will pop up in the middle of the tipping. Oh, right, he will. Oh, that's a very good point. Oh, there he is, the man, the legend. Here he is. GT23, hello and hi to all the regulars. There we go. We haven't got to the tipping yet, GT. What are you doing here? So there we go. Good to have you in the chat, mate. There we go. I feel Adam Simpson might take over. That's an interesting one. Gabriel, he scared you. There we go. Came out of nowhere. He's a bit like what's the RKO? He's GT23 is like the RKO. Comes out of nowhere. So yeah, Adam Simpson, GT. There we go. All right, let's have a look at the ladder. He always wants to come in and have a look at the ladder. So it's good to have you in, GT. All right, let's do this and bring up the top 8. Well, that didn't work out well, did it? Got that over too far. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's move that over a bit. Geez, I didn't have that laid out like that last night. All right, let's have a look at the ladder and look at those Crows sitting up there in numero uno position. And look at their percentage. Look at that percentage, guys. Hey? Crazy. Crows, wow. There we go. The Crows sitting on top of the table, 60 points. Collingwood with 60 points. But look at the 14-point difference in percentage as well. Brisbane in third on 58 points. Geelong with 56. A big percentage boost for them last weekend, 138. Fremantle sitting in 56 as well. So Poison, I reckon Fremantle are good now for the top 8. I think they're okay because then you've got the Suns 52, the Hawks 52, GWS 52, and the Western Bulldogs 48. Now, I think if the Bulldogs lose one more game, they're done. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting whether it's going to be Hawthorn, the Giants. I think the Gold Coast are safe because they've got a higher percentage as well. But look at Western Bulldogs' percentage, 137. So they would jump over the Gold Coast Suns on percentage. But they jump over Freo as well if Freo lost. So, yeah, I like to torture myself looking at the ladder. Oh, dear. I know. Sorry about it. Just close your eyes for a second, GT, when I bring up the bottom 10. So let's do that. And here it is. All right, so the bottom 10, let's not worry about, we'll keep Western Bulldogs in the mix. So from there, Sydney, Port Adelaide, Melbourne, Carlton, St Kilda, Essendon, Richmond, North, and West Coast in 18. Out of all those teams, who do you reckon is the most disappointing out of those teams? I'm going to say St Kilda was expected to do more this season. I'm going to say Carlton was expected to do more this season, and I would think Melbourne would be the 3 that I would say are the most disappointing out of that there. West Coast a rebuild. North, you got to say North have been disappointing as well. They should have more wins than they've got as well. Carlton, Essendon, and Melbourne. I think Essendon they've got 19 injuries, Lux. So, they've been just destroyed with injury this season. So that hasn't helped them either. So Power, Carlton, and St Kilda for Gabriel. Okay. And Riley saying Port Adelaide. Yeah, they had Lukosius. They bought well. We thought they were going to do well, but it just didn't turn out to be. Don't talk about Port Adelaide. It looks really sad. There we go. They're on 11. It's not too bad, but yeah, they've been ravaged with injury the last month as well. So there we go. Forgot about it. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, yeah, but there we go. Yeah, 19. They've got the biggest injury list out of all the teams, and it's just crazy how many injuries they've got. But yeah, still no excuse. So they play AFL footy. Richmond needs help next year. They do. G'day, Clyde, the Pro Master YouTuber. Yeah, Richmond needs something. That's for sure. But they're young, and they're gonna get the picks, I guess. And it's the same. Port went 13 in a row last season to start. They did, Gabriel. Yep. Remember Chris C was singing the song every week. 10 in a row, 11 in a row, 12 in a row, 13 in a row. Yep, he was. So there we go. So that is the ladder. And yeah, we've got an interesting weekend coming up, that's for sure. St Kilda, Sydney Swans, Port Adelaide, and Carlton 2025 is not their year to be in the top 8 to play the finals. There we go, 100% Zakal. Which AFL club is Hinkley going to next year? Well, I'm gonna put my neck out on the line and say Melbourne. West Coast need help. Yeah, West Coast need help big time. So they're in the doldrums for a couple of years to come. That's for sure. 15 likes. Thank you for the likes, guys, and also thank you, Ree, for counting the likes as well. That is your ladder for round 21, and yeah, let's get into the tips, eh? So let's do this. Where are we? Where is the tipping? Where's my tipping one gone? Random review. Oh, there we go. What am I doing? Got to get rid of that one. Got to bring this one up, and got to go to, where are we? Where is it? There it is. There we go. All right, let's have a look at, and yes, I did notice that I've got to change the round. So let me just bring the interactive little doover up, scroll back to the top and go to there. All right. All righty. Here we go, guys. So get your fingers ready on the button and get ready to go. Good job, King. No worries. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. So there we go. The little interactive button on the scrolling thing on here is I'm learning. So there we go. And Toby's already thrown in Hawks by. Oh, we've already started. Jeez. There we go. Let me find an empty page on the in my book here. I think I took my other book, so I'm going to have to use this one. All right, let's go. All right, tips, and there we go. I haven't decided on watch-alongs either this weekend. All right, let's start by going to round 22, Thursday night. It is the Hawks versus Collingwood, the blockbuster. 7th versus 2nd. It will be me and Chris C together on Thursday night to do the watch along. So make sure you come and join us for that. The Hawks need to win, otherwise it could be all over bar the shouting. And I think who am I going to go for at the MCG? I think Will Day's out. Also, there's another injury. Will Day's out with the foot for the rest of the season. Geez. Oh, the Hawks have to win. I'm going to stick with the Hawks. Probably get my first tip wrong for the weekend, but that's all right. So I'm going to go the Hawks. Let's have a look. Collingwood. Let's go back. Scroll back. Hang on a sec. Hang on, it's got to go further. All right, let's go. So we've got Poison saying Collingwood by 20. Toby saying Hawks by 38. And Ree is Hawks by 18. Clyde is saying Collingwood by 50. Braden is Collingwood by 30. And Lux is not sure. So that's all right. I understand why you're not sure. So there we go. Riley is saying Pies by 5. Gabriel is Hawks by 9. Pies start 31 points up. Bold call. There we go. There's a Carl. Come on the Hawks. Riley says Pies kicked the first 3 goals. Big call. Billy. G'day, Billy. Pies are ripe for the picking. Their form has been poor. They have been poor. How are you, Billy? Good to have you in the chat. We are being a flop right now. Yes, that's true. Yep. I like making tips interesting. You do, Gabriel. There we go. So it's a 50-50 there from everybody. So there we go. Let's have a look at the first. Could be the first flogging of the weekend. And it is on Friday night, and it is the Geelong Cats versus Essendon. It is 4th versus 15th. It's at the Cattery at GMHBA Stadium. the Cats' home ground. Is Cameron going to kick 10? Let's see whether he will. I'm tipping the Cats. It's a no-brainer there. There is no way that the Bombers are giving the Cats any trouble. Toby is the Cats by 100. The Cats by 120 from Riley. Ree's Cats by 100. Braden's Cats by 100 plus. Essendon by 2 from Poison. There we go. Cats by 92. Cats by 10,000. So there we go, Gabriel. GT is the Cats by 83. And Clyde is the Cats by 120 plus. Okay, so my next question is to you guys. How many goals does Jeremy Cameron kick on Friday night? That's our next one. I should have put it up. I should have put it up as a poll, but then you've got to pick a number, don't you? So I could have won 1 to 5 and then 10, 5 plus maybe. So Jezza kicks 20. That might be a bit over the top. Toby reckons he'll kick 10. Ree's kicking 10. Braden's kicking 8. And Jezza will kick 9 from Gabriel. So there we go. That is interesting. Let's have a look at the XP table while we are looking at Jezza's kicking. It is Ree in first place, 250 XP tonight. Gabriel is in second place. Toby in third place. GT 23. I don't know how you do it, but you have ended up in fourth place. And J Mar in fifth. Clyde in sixth. And Zakal 7. Poison in 8. Braden in ninth. And the King of the North is in 10th. So there we go. Good on you, Ree. Smashing it again. Congratulations to Gabriel in second place. There we go. 12 goals from Clyde. There we go. Far out. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's have a look at possibly flogging number 2 of the weekend. Saturday, the first game at 1:20. It is Richmond at the MCG against St Kilda. 16th versus 14th. You're a chart buster. You are a chart buster. That's for sure. 16th versus 14th. Does St Kilda finish off Richmond? I think so. So I'm going to go Saints. And hopefully Sanger is around to watch that. He'll probably go to the game. So there we go. St Kilda by 30. St Kilda by 30 from Toby and Ree. Saints by 40 from Braden. 42 from Lux. Poison Saints by 26. Riley is number 12 points by 12 points. St Kilda. Saints by 30. So Carl King, will you watch the Roosters play the Dolphins on Saturday afternoon? I think I might do a watch along for that, Zakal. So that could be a ripper game. Actually, the Dolphins are very good team to watch. So yeah, that could be one of the watch alongs this weekend. My Roosters playing the Dolphins on Saturday at 5:30. So yeah, we could do a double header or two watch alongs on Saturday afternoon and evening. Saints by 29 from Gabriel. Clyde reckons Richmond by 40. That would be a bold call. Put a couple of dollars on that at $3.70 as well, Clyde. Saints by 29. And good job, Ree Lester from Toby. And Brisbane by 10 goals in the grand final rematch. There we go. Riley's already talking about the grand final rematch. So there we go. So we've got the Saints on top there. Next, it is the Lions returning to the Gabba. So they head back home again, and it is the Lions versus Sydney at the Gabba, 3rd versus 10th. Sydney's paying $4.20. So I think this will be a Brisbane will continue their great form and continue on. So Brisbane for me. Tigers need to hang on. Let me just go back a bit. Brisbane by 10 goals. I already did that in the grand final. Tigers need to transform into their 2019 season. They do. Braden is lines by 50. Ree is lines by 50 as well. Toby is lines by 50. Lux is lines by 52. Come on, the Sydney Swans from Zakal. Lines by 69, the King's favourite number. Well done, GT. I like your style. And Clyde lines by 59, and I'll owe you 10. Poison lines by 22. Lines by 7. Don't underestimate the Swans, Gabriel reckons. There we go. My score prediction for the Lions Swans is 15-13, 103 to 6-7, 43. Somebody take a screenshot of that, and we will keep Riley to his prediction and have a look at that after on Saturday night. Okay, there's a double header on Saturday night as well. Carlton versus Gold Coast, and Port Adelaide versus Fremantle. Now, I think I'm glad you're amused there, Gabriel. I'm thinking of doing the Carlton and Gold Coast game as the watch along. Chris is going to the Port and Fremantle game. I think the Port Fremantle might be a bit of a blowout, so I think we'll stick with I think I'll do the Roosters game followed by the Carlton game on Saturday night. So that'll be the watch along on Saturday, and I'll be doing a watch along on Thursday night. Maybe not the Friday night game, but there we go. All right, the next game is 7:30 on Saturday night, Marvel Stadium, 13th versus 6th. The Suns really need to win to keep their top 4 aspirations alive, and Carlton just need a win, really. So there we go. Toby is saying Suns by 40. Rees, Suns by 40 as well. Braden, Gold Coast by 45, and Gabriel, Suns by 32. So all going for the Suns. I'm going for the Suns as well. Suns for me as well, by about 4 or 5 goals, I would have thought. Anybody else putting a tip in? Oh, there we go. Clyde is saying Suns by 69, the King's favourite number as well. So there we go. We might have a few close games. And is Carlton going to go any good? Are they going to give the Suns a bit of a run for their money? The coach of the Suns, who is, what's his name? What's his name for the Suns? Just remind me, everybody. Oh God, it's left my memory. Hang on, let's go down the bottom. Nobody's helping out there. Suns by 37 for Lux, and no king of the No Carlton Blue Boys. There we go. So there we go. All right, let's have a look at the next game, and it is Port Adelaide. Hardwick. That's right. Thank you, GT. I was struggling for memory there for a second. And yeah, Hardwick doesn't like Marvel Stadium at all. So there we go. But they do play some good football, the Suns, these days. So, all right, let's have a look at the next game. Same Saturday night. They're up against each other. We'll have the scoreboard up for the Port Adelaide and Fremantle game as well, while we're watching along to the Carlton and Suns game. It is, let me go back one step. Port Adelaide versus Fremantle at Adelaide Oval. 11th versus 5th. I think the Dockers continue their winning way, and lock themselves into the top 8. I think they've already locked themselves into the top 8 already, but this would really do it. So he wants them to be harder on the ball. He wants them to be more aggressive, and he wants them to be more ruthless, is what he said in the press conference last week. So yeah, let's see what happens there. Gabriel is saying Dockers by 79. Jeez. Chrissy will not be happy if he's at the game. Fremantle by 30 from Braden. Poison is saying Freo by 33. Lux is Dockers by 32. Clyde is Port Adelaide by 70. There we go. That would be, I think you should put a multi on, and your 2 tips would pay for a holiday if they come up. Toby is Fremantle by 38. And Ree is Freo by 38 as well. So there we go. All on the Fremantle Dockers. Almost. Except for Clyde, the Pro Master. All right, let's have a look at the next game. And it is the GWS Giants versus North Melbourne Kangaroos. It is at Manuka Oval in Canberra. So the Giants are travelling to Canberra, 8th versus 17th. The Giants can't lose anymore. They have to keep on winning. So I am tipping the Giants at Canberra, and we will see whether they remain in the top 8. If the Giants lose and the Bulldogs win, goodbye to the tsunami. All right, here we go. We're all getting on board now. GWS Giants by 69, the King's favourite number. Rees GWS by 69, the King's favourite number as well. Giants by 38 for Lux. Clyde is GWS by 69 as well. Dear oh dear, what have I started? What have I started, guys? Jeez. Giants by 12 from Gabriel. And being quite sensible there. Good on you, Gabriel. And but appreciate the humour. So there we go. All right. So yeah, Giants for me as well. And they really need to got to keep on winning. The second game on the Sunday is another game that will be okay. I reckon it'll be all right, this one. Where are we? Here we are. Let's just pop that one in there. It is Melbourne versus the Western Bulldogs. It's 12th versus 9th at the MCG on Sunday afternoon. 3:15. I don't know whether I'm catching up with a friend on Sunday, but if I don't, I might do Melbourne and Bulldogs because I like watching the Bulldogs. I think I'm going to go to the Bulldogs. I think they're going to get into the. I think they're going to get into the 8, and I think they might knock out the Giants. But yeah, the Bulldogs for me. Doggies by 69 from Lux. Good on your Lux getting involved now. And here we go. The Dogs by 35 from Gabriel. Toby, the Dogs by 46. Poison, Melbourne by 5. There we go. Poison, good on you. Bree is the Bulldogs by 46. Gabriel's the Dogs by 35. Clyde's the Dogs by 69. And Braden, the Bulldogs by 34. So there we go. The King's favourite number again. And then you can just turn your head for a second, GT, or just close your eyes for a split second, and we'll bring up the last game of the round, and it is West Coast Eagles versus the Adelaide Crows. Couldn't happen at a worse time. 18th versus 1st at Optus Stadium, and yeah, it could be bad. I'm gonna say the Crows. I think they'll get the win. But yeah, it's going to be It's going to be a bit of carnage. GT Bulldogs 33 and a third. 33 and a third. Oh dear. That's good. That's very amusing. I like being amused. Adelaide Crows all the way with the win. Gabriel is the Crows by 69 plus 420. So there we go. Toby is Adelaide by 100. Crows by 169. King's favourite number plus 100. Braden is the Crows by 80 plus. Ree is the Crows by 100. Clyde's the Crows by every team by 69, the King's favourite number. And Poison Adelaide by 55. I will bet everything on this match. There we go. Go the Crom. Go the Crom from Ree. So there we go. They are your games this weekend. It looks like there's going to be about 4 or 5 blowouts, but you never do know. You never do know. You never know until you never go. So there we go. Right on 9 o'clock. So we've just fit it right into an hour. There we go. It's a fun, fast-paced show, this one, when I'm by myself. And there we go. Thank you to everybody in the chat who has been with us tonight. Don't forget to join me for the round table. Go and check out the new thumbnail on YouTube. I've got a new thumbnail for the show, and I think it looks pretty cool. Have you got some information? Oh, yes. Sorry. One last thing. Sorry about that. I should have done it earlier, but let's just leave the best for last, I say. So let me just bring the information up. Hang on a sec. All right. Is this the one? Let me find the info. Oh, no. It's on Discord. There we go. Yep. Okay. So we have we had our star Toby, who was played a great game last week, and his team won in the game last week, and against the Parkside Devils. But this week, I think this week's even better. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some information about how our man Toby went on his on this weekend in his footy. So they played at the Box Hill City Oval, and it was Toby played the tackle-free in a tackle-free tournament. It wasn't easy playing 4 games. They played 4 games in one afternoon, but the Panthers again smashed it, going undefeated 4-0 in all the games, and Toby kicked 2 goals. So congratulations to Toby, and congratulations to the Panthers for cleaning up and winning 4-0. And fantastic effort. Good on you, Toby. I'll keep an eye. We're going to keep an eye on the Panthers every week now. See how they're going. And even when you have a loss, Toby, we'll still give you a shout out. But a massive effort. Toby kicked 2 goals, and they just had a great afternoon. So well done, mate. And you've done well 2 weeks in a row. And just keep on flying. So there we go. All right, so that's some really good news to end the show, and leaving the best information till last, I reckon. So there we go. Poison, they are safe if they win 2 games out of 3. Yeah, they are. Yep, I think they are. So there we go. But we've got a good family here at HFD Footy. And all our regulars come in, and Toby and Ree are a big part of our family here at HFD Footy. So I like to give him a shout out for how he goes on his footy. So there we go. All right, guys, we will wrap it up there, and I'll be back tomorrow for the round table, 7:30 Eastern Melbourne time, and I don't know whether the boys are going to do a podcast over on HFD Media, GT. They might. We'll see. We'll see how they go. See whether KP and Chris C do a podcast over there. But I'll let you know. We'll be on live at 7:30, so we'll finish up at 8:30 so that we can head over to hang out with the boys over on HFD Media for their podcast as well. So there we go. I think Suns are safe with the extra game in hand. I think they are too, GT. I think we're feeling pretty confident about the Suns now, and if they keep on winning, they could get top 4, which would be absolutely amazing. And I think the King of the North might have tipped the Suns in the 8 or top 4 at the beginning of the season. So I won't hold you to that, but there we go. We'll have a look at that at the end of the year. Anyway, guys, thank you for being in the show. Thank you for watching along as well if you're not in the chat. I am King of the North. We are HFD Footy. This is After the Game. And we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. We will see you then. G'day, Jai and Dom. And take care. Spike your hair. And as always, stay hunky.